Okay, well, I guess we spilled the beans a little too early, Ricky, because months ago we were talking about the Ranger and the Bronco coming back to Ford.
So you got that phone call too.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, apparently we were a little mouthy when we shouldn't have been, but we couldn't be topped by a gentleman by the name of Bill Johnson, who is the Wayne plant manager back in Wayne, Michigan, the assembly plant manager, who's losing his small car production to Mexico. There was a little political consternation about this. Yes. A little political nonsense about that.
That proved to be a dead end, but
that
nice
focus
try.
departing the Wayne assembly plant. And he just openly said to the Detroit Free Press, he says, hey, we're losing focus because it's the Ranger and the Bronco are going to be built there. Thanks very much. Well, now that it's been reported, let's talk.
Yeah, because we've been exposed to one of these vehicles at some length. So,
Ranger, I just saw Ranger all over South Africa. It's very popular.
Yep, and in the Middle East.
In the Middle East and the Southern Hemisphere.
And here's my only comment so far. Thank God the American version is going to be so much better looking.
Well,
because I don't like the one in the Middle East. I can't speak to the one in Africa. You were just there, but I think this front end's much more attractive than what I saw in the Middle East.
The first thing that I'm trying to discern is I understand the new Ranger, and we're talking way out of class here right now. I just want to explain this. We are speculating. We don't know, but we're speculating that it could be on a frame.
We have reason to believe that's true.
Do you think this is going to be a unibody, this Ranger?
I think it's going to be on a frame.
It's going to be on a frame. All right. Let me then extrapolate one more time. A guess, again, lifetime in the business. Will the Bronco be on a frame?
Ooh, now you're speculating. And let me back up and say this one.
That assembly line could be either or. Just think about that.
And
integrated build.
The success of Honda's new vehicle, the Ridgeline as a monocoque, may push Ranger to be one of the first Ford truck products to go unibody or monocoque. But right now, I believe it's going to be on a frame because it is in other countries.
Detroit News,
Bronco,
the Detroit Free Press, is in fact sort of hinting that there's going to be a frame involved with this truck, which will mean now Bronco goes up directly against Wrangler.
Right.
That's going to be the competition.
Right.
But with a frame, that could give it a heck of a tow rating.
It could.
That really could be an interesting
and a
twist.
bit more off-road.
So we're watching this. We're outsiders to this one. We don't know. If we knew, we couldn't be talking about this at all.
And our clinical excitement is a little probably displaced in that I don't know the general public at this juncture cares. When gas goes back up to $5 a gallon and the party is going to come to a crash at some juncture here, all of a sudden unibody or monocoque or on a frame may start to make a difference because it's going to impact mileage.
You know what? Canyon in Colorado has proven that the public cares. They care for a little bit of a smaller truck.
Oh, I totally get that.
That's been completely successful.
I think the market's definitely there.
The market is there. And when it comes to Bronco, my goodness, I think that carries a lot of weight. Ford's going in there with a cannonball right away.
Yeah.
Here it comes. I think there's almost a pre-deserved
The kid has something he wants to add.
I just want to address the elephant in the room. What do you think the Ranger's going to cost?
Really? You want to go all the way out on that limb? We have no idea.
We have no idea, but I can tell you there's been a lot of conversation around a lot of tables and a lot of
I know what Pandora's box he's opening.
Secret in the what do you want to say, Spencer?
It can't be close to the F-150.
F-150. It has to be
because you'd rather sell those.
It has to be a considerable step below. And I mean to tell you, at the highest levels, those are the questions that are asked.
I don't even want to be in those meetings.
At the highest levels, and Rick, you've had that conversation. I won't mention who we're talking about, but
we have friends in those meetings.
I have too. And yes, what do we do with this?
Yeah.
This is why it isn't here now. What do we do with this?
Ooh, you really opened up the box.